Welcome back to the Cirrus LLC. I just said a prayer, cleared the decks pre-shuffled, so I'm ready to go. I will say a prayer to open with you. For those of you who have not been to the Cirrus before, my name is Tia, and I'm just going to give a general love read today. Let's hope we don't get cut off today. I hate it when it's split in two. Hopefully I'll get some software to help me with that. I'm just gonna light my candles real quick. So I like to say, we're just calling on the Most High God to support the messages that we receive today, that they are for our highest and truest good. And we ask the Most High God to block any messages that He does not want coming through or that we are not ready to hear. Because we want every message to be for our spiritual growth and to help us to discern and understand the energies at play. So we say, Most High God, Most High God, Most High God. God fights my battles. No weapon formed in the spirit or in the physical shall prosper. I am divinely protected, as are my viewers, and highly, highly, highly favored. In Jesus' holy name, amen. Okay, let's jump right in. I have a cold, just so you guys know. I'm kind of nasal. I might have to reach for my tissue or my water. But the show must go on. Maybe somebody's feeling like that, they're a little under the weather, they're not really feeling like themselves. I can relate. Yeah, I'm trying it in a different location, so you'll have to let me know if this is working at all. I really want to get to a location because I had it over back further, but I felt like, I feel like I want it to be kind of up higher and like a little bit further back so that you can see what I'm doing, I'm going to just pull an oracle from the lovely Mystic Moon Twin Flame Oracle. I use this deck a lot. I really like it. She's got some great decks though. I've got a couple of them from her. Somebody bought me a really cool one I should use. I don't remember what it was called. It's something about shadow. I like to cut with my left hand because God gives us two hands, one to give, one to receive. Typically our left hand because it's more passive hand. Not for all you southpaws, I know. But nothing wrong with that. Usually left-handed people are much more, what do they call that? Ambidextrous or whatever. However you say that. They use both their hands easier because like the world, most people are like right-handed. So like our right hand is our dominant hand, usually where we take action. So our left hand is our receiving hand. So that's why you see me talking about that and doing that. That's why I cut. Not everybody does, but I do. Because we're asking for a message. Message, please. Oh, we got two. Thank you very much. Bottom of the deck. Unawakened. Just want to see what the energy is. Oh, somebody's returning. Do we really want them to return unawakened? No. I mean, I don't. I mean, like, I look like I got crap all over my shirt. I got water all over myself. No, I'm not wearing some stained up, dirty shirt. Just go with it. Unawakened, but they're returning, and the answer is no. because they're in a commitment. Yesterday we were talking about that third party. They're in a commitment with a karmic partner. Wow, this is starting to make more sense, right? Sometime during the fall, they plan to do this return. What the heck? And they're mute right now, so you may not be talking to him. Yeah, and they're not with their twin flame. It's in reverse. I don't like to read these cards in reverse, but so, yeah, they're not with their twin flame. They're with their karmic partner. They're not, oh, I see why it was in reverse. Twin flame is over, because they're using their free will to stick with their karmic partner. But they're with you in the 5D. They're with you in the 5D. They gotta release their fear. And they're being guided. All right. Here we go now. Starting to make a little bit more sense, right? Yeah, don't return if you ain't changed. Yeah. The Divine Feminine, which, by the way, not all of you, but probably 99% of people watching my videos are Divine Feminines, male or female. We're not talking about gender. We're talking about energy here. Divine Feminine is admired and in solitude. Okay. So I guess you guys like the 3-card spread and then to be clarified and then to do the oracles afterwards. So let's just keep it like that for now. If you have other suggestions, please send me an email, put some comments below. Oh, while you're at it, while you're thinking about it, like, share, and subscribe. But mostly like and subscribe, guys. Comment, you know. I do think it does help me to connect with your energy when you like the videos and comment. So let's see. What do we have today, Lord? These divine masculines, what the heck? He's using his free will, he says, to stick with this karmic partner and stay in the commitment with he gave the commitment to the karmic partner, is what he did. He used his free will. And he figures, oh, I can just stay on the 5D with my twin flame. You know, earlier when I was doing the pre-shuffle, I can't even talk. I don't know if it's, I think it's the cold, maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Well, that's for sure, right? But no, but when, because I have like a playlist going on in the background, is that like that song, Lost Boys, I don't know, it's something about Peter Pan. If any of you know that song, it's like something about always running from Captain Hook. But I thought when I heard it, I was thinking, yeah, these divine masculines, you know, they're kind of like Peter Pan boys. And what I mean by that, or at least what I was getting off of it when I was thinking of, when I was feeling that, I was like, a lot of them don't like to communicate these kind of really deep feelings in these connections, and these really like soul connections with like soul, you know, like really high level soulmates, past life connections, which they don't like to do that. They run, they play all these games, they're in fear and all of this. Because I really do think, I mean, like, that's what was coming to me anyway. The messaging I was getting is they prefer to protect the connection in fantasy. So it makes sense that he figures, oh, I'm going to stay in my commitment with my karmic partner because I made a commitment here. Even though I know I'm supposed to be with somebody else and I'm obsessed with somebody else, and maybe I can just keep them on the side because they keep them in that spiritual, energetic, it's like an etheric obsession. I don't want to communicate because that pulls it into reality, right? I don't know. At least that's what I was thinking, or I was feeling. I heard that song, Peter Pan, always on the run from Captain Hook. If anybody knows that song, drop it in the comments. It's kind of a good song, really. Okay, so I like to do a 3-card spread, past, present, future, and then we'll read the energy. For those of you who are new to energy work, energy's fluid. So it's not going to resonate with everyone. You know, just take what works for you, leave what doesn't. I'm sure you've heard this spiel before. We're talking about, when I say divine masculine and divine feminine, we're talking about energy, not gender. Because, I mean, there could be people who are in same-sex relationships, but you know that there's always a masculine and a feminine energy, even in those relationships, male or female, you know. Well, I mean, and even in heterosexual relationships. Ooh, divine masculine's gaining some awareness. It's a number 1. He's working on some material and some spiritual prosperity. Well, what I was saying is, even in heterosexual relationships, you know, sometimes the male, patience, there's planning. Number 7, very spiritual number. You know, maybe you can look it up online. Maybe that means something to somebody. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, it doesn't matter, even if anatomically you're a male, you can still be the divine feminine of the connection. I just heard somebody, I think I heard somebody's thoughts are like, yeah, I know some bitch ass motherfucker. Oh, by the way, I swear sometimes. Not all the time, not like a full-on trucker, but yeah, I do swear sometimes. If you can't handle it, click off, right? To the left, to the left. Hard left, babes. I don't know. I guess it depends on, you know, I like to drink wine and stuff sometimes. So I guess it depends on how much wine I drink. You know, sometimes I am a full-on trucker. Hey, I get it from my daddy. He uses the F word like a comma. Yeah. Well, this split like this. So this was the message here. This is destiny. Be patient. There's planning. It's your destiny. That your partner, your person is figuring out this is destiny. But they're using their free will to stay in their commitment with their karmic partner. Thinking they can just chill on the 5D with you. And then he can have his cake and eat it too. Yeah, he's trapped in fear. Look at that. Look at one wants to peek out here. Yeah, he's trapped in fear. Good news is you see that light coming down, that golden Christ light coming down. But that is why there's been no positive move forward. So you got another one trying to peek out. accelerated motion. There was no positive, movement slow. It was blocked. There was no positive movement forward. But there's going to be accelerated motion. Because Divine Masculine is not moving on. He's suffering in silence. His crown chakra is opening. So when your crown chakras, yeah. Because then love begins. Because when your crown chakra, that means that you're connecting with the messages that you're receiving from the Most High God, from your source energy, from your higher self, whatever you want to say. And then love can, because once you're receiving your messages, when your crown chakra opens, you're receiving the messages from the universe, the Most High God, source energy, then love can begin. But somebody's in deception and envy, but they want a spiritual union. They're in heartache and loss. Keep looking because it's like, it would be nice if you could totally see my spread though. Still got to figure out this, this keeps peeking out. Choose wisely. So your person might have had multiple choices. They don't all have to be people, but other things, jobs, moves, options. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Options. So he better choose wisely. You better choose wisely, buddy. Still, this keeps coming out. It's working on material and spiritual prosperity. It's gaining your, material and spiritual prosperity because it's in the upright. So he knows he better choose wisely. I keep saying he. It doesn't have to be a he. It could be a she. Okay. Recognition and reward. Starting to recognize. Yeah, geez, bottom of the deck, again, material and spiritual prosperity. So you may be gaining that too. This is a really heavy-duty message for this reading. I mean, because look at how we began the reading. Divine Feminine is admired and in solitude. Gaining material and spiritual prosperity. Yeah, making movements, choices, and decisions. You're choosing wisely too, buddy. And you are. That's number 7. That's a really spiritual number. Because you want some new beginnings. You got new beginnings on the horizon. I mean, maybe both of you do. Both you and your divine counterpart. Because things were just not in balance. Yeah, that's kind of what I feel. Things were not in balance. Your person was probably doing more taking than giving and not recognizing or rewarding you. He wasn't seeing that Divine Feminine was his destiny. He was there was no partnering or alliances. There was no patience and planning. He wasn't seeing that you were his twin flame. Nothing was growing. There was no fertility. This partnership needs is a firm foundation. Yeah, so your past energy in this connection, you were moving on. And I kind of feel like that right now. So I'm always just going to say what I feel. How it feels is you're kind of like, even though you're still trying to gain understanding of this by looking at tarot readings and stuff like that, you're moving on. I don't think you feel this connection with the intensity that you once did. And why would you? I mean, you gave and gave and gave to it. You invested to it. You invested to it. You didn't get much of nothing back. In fact, he invested somewhere else with that karmic partner that Mystic Moon's in the Mystic Moon Oracle was talking about. He's in a commitment with a karmic partner, and he was investing there and not in this one. So of course you were moving on. Right now, the current energy is accelerated motion in reverse. So I pulled this earlier, but it didn't sit right with me because I just don't feel like there's accelerated motion in this connection right now anyway. So it makes more sense to me that it's in reverse. There's not, and it feels actually like it's a pause. Sorry about my cold. I swear to you, I haven't even had a cold in probably like 5 years. Okay, so projected, I mean, like most likely future energy, future outcome. Divine Feminine's passion is like fizzling out. Well, right. I mean, it has to be fed, right? So let's clarify him now. Let's go a little bit deeper. Yeah, I think he's turning you, this whole thing. It's like, I'm not going to sit here and give and give and give and, feel this and watch you go be with somebody else. I mean, you have to give something back in return. You're not giving anything back. Tower. There's a tower coming, y'all. There's a tower coming. Everybody's like, I know. I've had so many tower moments in my life. But it's going to bring justice. It's going to bring balance. There's going to be a tower because we got to bring in justice and balance here. Yeah. Towers, towers are not they're not bad. They're shocking. They're sudden change. Something's got to get torn down to the ground so that you can build back. It'll be like build back better. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. I hope they're not tearing our country down to the ground. I try not to put any politics on these channels, but what a wild time we're in, huh? I love it. You keep seeing me look out. I'm looking out the sliding glass door, and I mean, the fall colors are so gorgeous, and fall's my favorite time of year. I love Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. I love that. So there's a tower coming to bring in some justice here. Four of Swords. So you're healing. You're healing. You're moving on. You were moving on. You need healing. You're healing. You want a new start. The Fool. You're looking for a new start. I mean, we said right here in the John Holland Oracle. You know, you're looking for new beginnings. You want something new. You want new love, don't you? Yeah. You need some justice. You need some justice here. You want new love. Forget this garbage. Him with his third parties. Your person with their third parties. Choosing karmic partners because they made a commitment. I get it. Whatever. He has free will. I keep saying he. I've done that in several of my videos. I don't normally do that. But, hey, whatever. There's something to it. Yeah. There was no accelerated motion, which is the current. This is the current energy. No accelerated motion. Because this sucker's got so many options, they're confused. They don't know what they want. Which keeps you up in your head. You're up in your head. Sleepless nights. Well, guess what, buddy? The tower's coming! There's a tower coming here. So you can be the star. So you can be the star. So you can gain some attention. So you can gain some favor. So you can be illuminated. See that? Tower's coming, baby. Just hang on. You're gonna be the star. That guy, he's in conflict, he's defensive. Because justice is coming, homeboy. The tower's coming twice. There's a tower coming. So you can be the star. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Hey, if that's not with you, buddy, you're going for, remember we saw the Fool? Then you're going for a new beginning. Forget this. So your passions, you know, is kind of dimming out, but you're manifesting. You're manifesting. Divine Feminine's passions in reverse. She's not feeling as passionate, but she is manifesting. Her's manifesting. What's she manifesting, Lord? Oh, look at this. I hope she's not manifesting this. Oh, I see what she's doing. I see what, I saw the Seven of Swords. I was like, oh, I hope she's not manifesting another one of these lion-ass bastards coming back. No. She's manifesting justice for the lion-ass bastard. Yeah, old sneaky. She wants justice for this old sneaky, deceitful. She's manifesting justice for that deceit. Ooh. She wants to be happy. Sun. She wants to be happy. This don't make her happy. This divine counterpart isn't it just like deceptive, not honest, sneaky, keeping secrets, lying, thinking he can leave those two swords there in the back. You see that? Thinking he can leave those two swords in camp. Just come back later when he wants them. Not putting in any work. Well, she wants to be happy. She's manifesting her happiness. So maybe she wants new love. You know, I say it all the time. These twin flames that people are talking on and going on. Twin flame journey is not what you think it is. In fact, it can be confused for like empath, narcissistic dynamics, you know? Maybe you better go get you, maybe it'd be better if she go get Divine Feminine here. Maybe it'd be better she go get herself, you know, a brand new, sparkly, shiny new soulmate. You know? Yeah. She's given to all these other people, juggling. She don't want to be breadcrumbed like that. Yeah, again, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, not putting in any work. Yeah. Divine Feminine's going into Queen of Swords mode. I've been there. Like, hey, I'm willing to hear what you have to say, but you better come correct or I will cut you. No, because the Queen of Swords, she's actually one of the more like psychic queens in the tarot. Because, I mean, she's been through some shit. She's been through pain. People have betrayed her and hurt her before. So she's not putting up with any shit. You know, she's reasonable. She'll hear what you have to say. You better come correct, boy, or I will cut you. Okay, so Divine Masculine knows that. He's waiting for his ships to come in. But right now, he's in the Five of Swords because he's feeling like a failure. He knows this is love. This is his divine counterpart. He's trying to release because the Ten of Wands is in reverse. So Ten of Wands is like, Karen will look at that picture, that guy carrying all those sticks. You know, he's trying to, you know, let go of some of these burdens he's carrying. He's not really ready. He's not really ready to pursue. God, see, he's still in indecision. Can't decide what he wants. Remember all these options down here? Can't decide. He's feeling, he wants to come out of the cold. So that was in reverse. He wants to come out of the cold. Well, buddy, you better decide. Yeah. The wheel is about to turn. Which way it's going to turn, we never know. But something's about to change. It's going to bring a new beginning. Yeah, he's going to come try and rush in this, I don't know, this Knight of Wands. You know, this is the player. This is a player. This Knight is a player. Rushing in, rushing out. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Wands. Be careful. You know? I don't even know why this is in here. This ain't supposed to be in here, but I'm seeing it. It's the, you know, the thing for the deck or whatever. But I see the Temperance. I see the Temperance on there, so. Gotta be patient with this player, I guess, but set your boundaries. Yeah, see? Page of Swords. Set your boundaries. Stand your ground. In reverse. Do not come down here in a third party. I'm the motherfucking Empress. Don't come down here with your third party. I'm not going to be stuck in your confusions. You hear that? I only want you to come down here for the Ten of Cups. None of this devil shit. Look at that. None of this devil shit. I'm guarding myself. Yeah, here we go again. Yep. Temperance. No more. This is in reverse. I'm coming out of pain. Look at back here. You're healing, remember? And you're strong. Yeah. Okay, so the Knight of Cups is in reverse. So he hasn't been coming with any kind of love messages. I don't see that. Yeah, because he's, look at this. He's breadcrumbing you. He's got all these other people pulling on his, but he sees you as the Queen of Cups. Maybe he's the Queen of Cups, your person. I keep saying he. Wants a reunion. But, you know, the Ace of Swords is in reverse. So that's not truthful. It goes back to old sneaky back here. Well, there's a tower coming. There's a tower coming. Because this situation, I mean, it's not going nowhere because they're still in a commitment with a... They're using their free will to stay in their commitment with their karmic partner. So this is all surface energy, right? So, I mean, when you get down below it, I mean, your divine masculine has to see on their own that they're not happy without you in their 3D life. And that means there's gonna, if he's not gonna do that, then, you know, it looks like, because we saw the tower 3 times, something's gonna get suddenly torn down so that something else can be rebuilt, right? King of Pentacles came out. That guy doesn't look happy, does he? Yeah, I mean, he's got the armor of a knight underneath. Stubborn. He's guarded. He's holding on to his security, his pentacles. Kind of wears flashy clothes, like all the men that I've known, or even the women, you know, that wear really outrageously flat, like they're all flash, you know. He probably doesn't have as much money as, you know what I mean? Like when like you get like really classy, like, okay, what I'm talking about is the difference between, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's like when you get the difference between old money and new money. This guy kind of looks a little bit like new money. Like he's got this flashy robe on. He's got this great big huge pentacle. He's using these flash, and then he's got his armor on. He's guarded. He's stubborn. You know what I mean? He was Taurus. He's stubborn. That's what's going on here. This your divine masculine, stubborn. Ooh, he's stubborn. But he's a king. So he's got authority. He's got power. My house is not haunted. That's my cat scratching on her post. Okay, I'm going to pull your oracles. Your divine masculine, someone's in this group who's watching this, is stubborn. Stubborn. Holding on to his security. Scared. Stubborn. He ain't happy. And there's towers coming. We saw it 3 times. Okay, can we get some advice for any of our viewers before we close? This video is kind of getting long. advice for our viewers. Oh, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know, send me some emails, give me some comments, give me some feedback if you're enjoying these, if you're getting anything out of them. Just trust. I was saying that to myself earlier today. Well, I mean, with the pandemic and everybody's like, everything's so uncertain or whatever. I thought that was water. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Could be fabric softener. Just go with it. It's a clean shirt. I promise. Trust that it's a clean shirt. No. No, I was saying that to myself this morning. Like George Michael. You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Because there's just so much uncertainty. I'm supposed to be applying for doctoral appointment. But for those of you who don't know, I'm a graduate student in psychology, and I'm finishing up with my thesis right now. And I'm supposed to be applying for graduate schools, but there's so many fast-moving parts right now. And, with income and all this stuff, people with their money, their jobs, their careers. And I was saying, you gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Just have some faith. And even in this connection needs some trust. And that probably goes for your divine masculine too, because we saw him. He's got his armor underneath his flashy robe with all those sticks, This connection needs some trust. Amen. I'm going to pull you one out of the Moonology Oracle. Moonology, the moon, period, Moonology Oracle deck that I love so much. Really speaks to us about cycles, the cycles of nature. There we go. A personal issue reaches resolution. Okay. So maybe there's some personal issues that are reaching some resolution. Thank you, Will. Just have some trust. A personal issue is reaching a resolution. Maybe your person's got some personal issues from like childhood that makes it's got this situation going this way, because this is Cancer, like a full moon in Cancer. Cancer is water, so water represents usually emotions. Maybe there's some, I think that's what we're talking about here. Personal, like an emotional issue reaches resolution. You need some trust. There's a personal issue that's reaching its resolution. So that's your advice. I always like to pull one of these oracles from the Mystic Sisters. This one I typically read out of the book though, because there's sometimes, the author is amazing and there can be messages in there for you. Dang, you got 2. 3. I can't read 3, you guys, but I will show them to you. I'm on it. So that looks to me like somebody's wearing a mask in this connection. Somebody's not being authentic. Yeah, you see that? Personae. Yeah, so she was stolen by the, she was, I mean, shit. I could read this. I can read this one. Yeah, somebody's wearing a mask. Personae, I mean, I'm never pronouncing her name right. She was stolen into the underworld, and she could only come out. I can't remember why. It was a legend. She could only come out. Yeah, here we go. Wow, here you go. See, this is why I love to read this book. Remember we said somebody's wearing a fake mask here? So, Persephone, it's Greek, I think. I can't pronounce it. Resilience, adjustments, and faith, which faith is like trust, right? Yeah. Persephone is the queen of the underworld, the guardian of the dead, and the daughter of the harvest goddess Demeter. One day when young Persephone was picking flowers, Hades, the lord of the underworld, saw her and became overwhelmed with desire. Yeah, maybe your divine masculine was in well, we saw the devil energy earlier, and he became overwhelmed with desire. Which is a devilish, obsession is like a devilish energy, right? He abducted her, Persephone, and brought her back to the underworld. He then offered her a pomegranate. Having eaten the fruit of the dead, she became bound to him forever. She would ever after rule over the underworld for 3 winter months of the year, and would return in the spring to be with Demeter. Persephone symbolizes the unconscious and the hidden reality that is full of riches and promises. She reminds us of our resilience in the face of a challenge. Reminds us her message is to trust that you have the resources within you to make the most out of any situation if you allow yourself access to them. Ooh, amen to that. Yeah, you also got Ceridan. It's Welsh. Ceridan. Is a Welsh goddess. But yeah, see how she's got all her stuff in her cauldron there. She's brewing something up. I'll read that one right quick. I can't even talk today. I'm sure. I can't believe you guys are still watching. You got some good messages though. You've got everything it takes, sisters and brothers. You've got everything it takes inside of you to be resilient and make the best of this situation. Yeah, yep. Just as I was just saying, ingenuity. What is wrong with me? And resourcefulness. The goddess Ceridan stands behind her cauldron in a deep well of inspiration and creativity, a magical tool that symbolically symbolizes and influences of the premortal elements of fire, water, air, and earth. Ceridan has expertise in the mysteries of shape-shifting potions. What do you wish? What are the necessary ingredients to achieve your vision of success? You likely have many of the resources within your own spiritual cupboard. Perhaps you'll also need to borrow a pinch of this or that from others around you, as the magic of Ceritin's cauldron energizes your mind. Your qualities of inventiveness will shine through. When this card is drawn, it reminds you that whatever your goal is, it will be possible to bring it to fruition with a bit of ingenuity. Whatever. Sorry about that. Yeah, just trust. There's a personal issue being resolved, a personal emotional issue being resolved. Yeah, somebody was wearing a false mask and became obsessed with you and created this. You ate the yeah, he offered you a pomegranate, so you ate the fruit of the dead. So then you're in this cycle. But you have, the power, the resilience within you to make the best out of this situation. And so do we all of us in this pandemic and everything else, with our oligarchs at the top, making all these things. And we can use our creativity, our ingenuity, or whatever. We can create something new. Okay, well, thank you so much for the messages. We truly, truly are grateful and so grateful for their protection. And until next time, you guys, thank you so much for returning to the channel. And I'm so excited that I know this video got really long, but hey, it didn't cut off. Usually it's in 2. Yay, we're making progress. I really wish the next time I can find some ways you guys can see what I'm doing better. But don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Have a fabulous Saturday evening. Till next time, be blessed, my new friends.